Ladies and gentlemen, when I saw this story, it made me sad, but then again, it debunks something that is constantly said to us from people that, we got to just chalk it up that there are people that will never tell the truth. They are never going to tell the truth about anything, y'all. And I think we have to see it for what it is. Police are a leading cause of death for young men, especially those of color, study finds. Okay, so if police are the leading cause of death in black men, then there's no way these people are telling the truth about black on black crime. There's no way. This pretty much tells you the leading way that black men are dying in this country. It's not black on black crime. They're not saying that. They're saying police. And just looking at all of the shootings of unarmed people in the black community, I would say this is correct. So this came out in Gizmodo, ladies and gentlemen, and it came out today, August 11th, 2019. For men, especially of color, coming face to face with the police may be one of the most likely ways to die young. A new study out Monday finds the study estimated that black men are twice as likely to be killed by police than men of other races. We've been saying that forever, but we have, like, again, we have people in this country that will never tell the truth. Oh, we get killed more than you do by the police. No, you don't. Because if you did, where's the videos? How come we can find millions of videos on black men, women, and children getting killed, but you keep saying that these things are happening to you? Where's the damn video? Okay, it's also found that police use force is one of the leading causes of death for all young men. So I don't want to hear nothing else about no black on black crime in Chicago. I don't want to hear it no more. The leading cause of death for black men is the police. And we've known this in the black community. We know this among each other. But see, y'all full of shit and always trying to tell us what our murder rate is and who's killing who, and you don't have that information at all. Black on black crime is not the leading way that black people are dying. Your cops are going over the top, killing folks in the black community. That's what's happening. To reach their conclusions, researchers at Rutgers University, which is near me, by the way, I know where that school is, know quite a few people that have gone there and graduated, Rutgers, and elsewhere, looked at mortality data report by the U.S. government and fatal encounters, a project founded by Nevada journalist D. Brian Berghart and others. Fatal encounters identifies and tallies up deaths caused by police by combing through media articles and other sources of public records. So they look through all kinds of data collection, and they come up with a number. Ladies and gentlemen, I knew these folks. See, this is one more thing that we're being lied to about. This is why I'm telling you all, please do your own research. Do not take the word of the people that have been lying to us all along about what the crime statistics are, how you're getting killed. They don't care. All they're trying to do is make themselves look as good as possible and make you look as bad as possible. That's their only goal when they're talking to you about that. And there is nothing on this earth that's going to make them look good. Nothing. Nothing. Based on police involved deaths recorded between 2013 and 2017, they estimated that black men had the highest risk of being killed by police, while white men had the lowest. And it don't stop there. They have the lowest in being prosecuted by crimes and going to jail. So, what it's ultimately saying, if you look like the cop, your chances of being killed by the cop, even if you kill 22 people, are slim. If you don't look like the cop, like us in the black community, your chances of getting killed are high. So the leading cause of death among young black men in America is by cop, not black on black crime. Wow. 1 in every 1,000 black men are killed by police, they found, while the same is true for 1 in every 2,000 men overall. So nobody is getting killed more by the police than black men. Nobody. Men in other racial and ethnic groups are similarly more likely to be killed by police than white men, including Hispanic, 1.4 times more likely, and Native American men, 1.5 times more likely. Only 1 in every 33,000 women, on the other hand, are killed by the police, though black women were still more likely to be killed than white women. We know we're the damn targets. As soon as we step out of our houses, we are literally targets in America, and this government backs what they're doing along with the citizens. They back this shit up. They like the idea that we are being treated unfairly. They like it. Because if they didn't like it, this stuff would end. It's not ending because these devils like it. They like it. And you can see we are literally walking targets. Look at that BIE report that was leaked. The biggest threat to America is BIE. Not white supremacy, not Al Qaeda, BIE. So every agency in law enforcement in this country literally go out of their way to make us the target. No, you ain't gonna come here and tell us what we can and cannot talk about. Those days are done, you know? And ladies and gentlemen, those of you on YouTube, start going to court. Seriously, you got to stand toe to toe and fight. You know, they're trying to shut down all of us that are speaking on news and commentary. They want you gone. But the bottom line is YouTube, here's the problem with YouTube. YouTube is a violation overall. It doesn't matter where you are on YouTube. There's violations everywhere. And like I said, y'all, I saw someone threaten to kill someone in a video. I watched the video. And this person, their channel is still up, and they openly threaten to kill someone by shooting them in the head with a gun. Hell no, I'm not. If any of you get booted off, I will give you that video. I will give it to you. I will give you that video so you have something to fight with. There is no way they should be worried about booting us off of YouTube because we're talking about things that are impacting us in the black community. And you got somebody out here openly talking about blowing a hole in somebody's head with a gun, and they are still active on YouTube. No, no. See, this is what I mean. You got to dig in for the fight, and don't let them get away with doing that. You have to do just what I did. Go to court. Fight. There are all kinds of violations out here that's far worse than anything we're doing. Like the video of this dude talking about putting a hole in somebody's head. Okay. Edwards and his team also tried to calculate the odds of men being killed by police across age as well. Reported police, more than 11,000 in the study sample, most often happened to men between the ages of 25 and 29, amounting to an estimated mortality rate of 1.8 deaths per 100,000 men in that age group every year. That would make police the sixth leading cause of death in that age group, only behind things like accidents, including car crashes and drug overdoses, heart disease, and suicides. Ladies and gentlemen, no one is doing more killing in America than cops. And you got to ask yourself, America claims to be such an advanced nation. If you're so damn advanced, why are you jailing more of your people than anyone else in the world? I'll tell you why, ladies and gentlemen. It's greed. It's greed. These corporations are making a fortune off of the free labor or paying these prisoners pennies per hour. It's greed. And that greed is driving them to put you in prison over the most remedial things, weed, and giving you these long, drawn out sentences. You know, and if you notice, they never do any reforms to help people that have been in there. Look, there's people still sitting in there from the crack epidemic. But when it comes down to opioids, it's public health and nobody should go to jail. The inequality is not surprising, said lead author Frank Edwards, assistant professor in the School of Criminal Justice at Rutgers University, Newark, in a release from Rutgers. All you have to do is turn on the news to see the people of color are at much greater risk of police-related harm. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, let's just call it what it is. These cops are out here performing massacres on the black community. We have to call it what it is. We're being genocide. And this government is using the police force to do it. They're using the police to genocide us. That's why they're shooting you unarmed. And not one congressman or somebody in the Senate has done anything to say we need to put a stop to this. Not one damn person, not one. But they will gladly tighten up the laws so you can't go after the cops for anything. They'll gladly push that through. Ladies and gentlemen, don't you ever stop demanding reparations for what these cops are doing to us alone. We should be getting reparations. We don't have to go all the way back to slavery. We can be in the here and now and find plenty of things. By publishing these findings, the team ultimately wants to galvanize the government into establishing an accurate national database of police killings. Indeed, projects like Fatal Encounters began because of the lack of such data. Well, I'm glad somebody is doing something. That's good. In 2014, the Bureau of Justice Statistics shut down its collection of data on arrest related deaths. Yeah, because they don't want you to see how bad it is. That's why they don't want to collect data on it, because they know it's bad. They already know. After finding that it's likely was missing many cases, this July the agency published data from a pilot study on a similar program that would improve its data collection, though it's still unclear if and when a national database will be started up again. So, again, ladies and gentlemen, they don't want you to see how bad it is, and it's bad. It's bad. The Bureau of Justice Statistics need to develop a comprehensive system that would track police related deaths, said Edwards. We need to increase transparency of police use of force if we are going to decrease the number of civilian deaths in this country as a result of these encounters. Ladies and gentlemen, they're not going to stop these murders. Just understand that. This government had ample time to stop these murders if they really wanted to. It should be very clear to everybody in the black community that they do not want these murders to stop. They're profiting big time on our deaths. Go look at the money that they put into investigations whenever there's a police shooting. They all make money off of our deaths. From the cop all the way up to the coroner's office, they make a killing off of our deaths. Edwards and his team aren't the only ones to argue that interacting with police is often a dangerous, unhealthy proposition for people. Just this week, the New York Health Department warned the public that involvement with criminal justice system, even brief contact with police or indirect exposure to associated with lasting harm to people physical and mental health. I agree that. Look, they're giving you a warning to try to stay away from cops because you're more than likely, especially if you are black, you will end up dead, especially if you are a black male. Shoot, we don't need no travel advisory. What we need is a police warning advisory to every black community across America. The most dangerous thing you can do in the black community is come in contact with a cop, because you may not make it out alive. That's how much they are killing us. I wouldn't be surprised if they surpass the amount that's killed every single year. They up the number every year. This is why they don't want you to have the data, because it's bad. It's far worse than anything we've ever been told. And they know it. And never forget, you are paying tax dollars to a government that is allowing this to go on, and they are looking the other way. They're not saying anything about it, and they have no intentions on doing anything about it. Man, I can go on and on. I'm going to get off of this video. I'm going to get my ass off this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.